put this in your spirit today. Stop trying to take everybody with you. Stop trying to take everybody with you. Everybody is not built to go where God is calling you. I see this often. I look on Facebook sometimes. It seems like people on social media, they want everybody to know everything that they're doing, when they're doing it, how they're doing. First and foremost, everybody is not happy for you. Everybody is not looking for your greater. So this is part of the reason why there should be a separation of where you believe that God is taking you and the people that's going with you. Understand this: God is going to assign people to your life that's going to be there for you in the area that He's taking you to. Let me give you some examples. First and foremost, when the flood was coming and He wanted someone to build the ark. He called Noah to build the ark. He made provisions for a handful of people, his wife, his sons, and daughter-in-laws for the ark. Okay, when he closed them up in the ark, didn't allow anybody else in there because it was just for Noah and his family. Understand that. When he called Abraham, he said, Abraham, you leave the land of your fathers. Everybody did not go with Abraham to where God was calling him. When he told Jonah to go to Nineveh to preach to them folks and everything, everybody couldn't go with Jonah. In fact, Jonah by himself had to go. Of course, Jonah had some situations he had to go through in order to get to a point where he was going to finally do what thus saith the Lord. But here's the thing. God went to Jonah and sent Jonah. Everybody is not meant to go where God is calling you, so stop trying to drag people along. You have some envious people, you have some jealous people, some straight up haters around you, have some folks who are just going to be stumbling blocks. That's just the way it is. Let me take it a little bit further. Jesus Christ Himself only had a select few that He took with Him along the way. He was always about among the multitudes and around a bunch of people around Him and followed Him. He hand selected 12 disciples, and we know one of them ultimately betrayed Him, but Jesus already knew that was going to happen. But His inner circle was only 3: Peter, James, and John. It was 3. Out of everybody that followed Him, out of the 70 that He sent out, and out of the 12 that He hand selected, only 3 of them was able to go with Jesus into select places. Let me give you an example. When the young lady was dead and the father sent for Jesus and said, well, my daughter is dying, and Jesus got there, what Jesus did when He went into the house where the young lady was at that was supposed to be dead, that was dead, He said only people that's allowed to go in there is Peter, James, and John, and the father of the dead girl. Peter, James, and John, not the rest of the 12. When Jesus went on the mount, when He got transfigured, it was only 3 people that was allowed to go with Jesus up on that mountain. That was Peter, James, and John. Then we go a little bit further to the scene of the Garden of Gethsemane, where the famous line come out, as far as Him, not my will, but your will be done. Who was there at the garden with Jesus? Peter, James, and John. Only 3. Okay, so my question to you, beloved, is who's your 3? Or do you have a whole crowd? Or do you need a whole crowd? I stopped by to tell you right here, not everybody is meant to go where you're going, so stop trying to drag people along with you.